up for wider debate. The controversy centered on the identity of the Chola king Raja I has its roots in a sharp upsurge in anti-Hindu name-calling over recent weeks in Tamil Nadu. Several DMK functionaries, Congress leaders, activists and even notables drawn from other creative fields have been caught on camera spewing anti-Hindu rhetoric. The question is, what is driving this? What is it that is driving this? Is de-Hinduization real or not? Let's ask those questions. And I want to first begin with Narayanan Thirupathy, spokesperson of the BJP, SS Sriram, political analyst, Dushyant Sridhar, Vedic scholar, SS Balaji, MLA and Deputy General Secretary of the VCK, advocate Arul Modi, propaganda secretary, Dravidar Kadagam, and also Hassan Maulana, MLA of the Congress. First, let's bring in the BJP because they are the ones who are claiming and have come up with this phrase, de-Hinduization. So, Mr. Thirupathy, why do you believe that there is de-Hinduization happening in Tamil Nadu under the DMK regime?
Yes, that is because always DMK has been an anti-Hindu party, and also Mr. Thirumavalavan, particularly the Vidudalai Sirithaigal Katchi, in which Balaji belongs to, my friend. And now Rahul, just before we joined this telecast, Mr. Thirumavalavan, before 1 hour, has given a statement stating that the Tamil Nadu Hindu Religious Endowment Board should be abolished, and instead of that, the Shaiva Endowment Board and the Vaishnava Endowment Board should be there. That is what Mr. Thirumavalavan has said. It is very clear that Mr. Thirumavalavan and the DMK and its allies are afraid that Hindus are going to be against this alliance, and they want to divide the Hindu votes or the Hindu people. That is what they are saying. Okay, fine. Now he wants, as said earlier by Mr. Thirumavalavan and others, Kamala Hassan also, that Rajaraja Cholan was not a Hindu. Fine. So now my simple question is this. Mr. Thirumavalavan says that during Rajaraja Chola's rule, there was only Vaishnavism and Saivism. Okay, fine. Now there was no caste. What we have in Tamil Nadu, we have got around 150 to 200 castes. Now, even let that be abolished. And there was no religion except Saivism and Vaishnavism, during Rajaraja's rule. So, Rajaraja Cholan's rule. Now, so Mr. Thirumavalavan, will he request that no other religion should exist in Tamil Nadu? That is what we are asking. See, the purpose of these people is to demean, divide Hindus. That's what they are doing. And that is the reason they have been accusing this also. That is the Manusmriti. He says, these people claim that they are burning the Manusmriti, which was written by Sir William Jones. And not the, see, Manusmriti doesn't have a text. It is written by British. Now, RSS and BJP was saying that Hindu is a way of life and is not a religion. But those days, these people are accusing that BJP is trying to polarize Hindus. That's what they were doing. Now they are dividing it. Simple.
Okay. So let me open this up further. Mr. Thirupathy has given his reasons for why he believes that this project or this plot to de-Hinduize Tamil Nadu is on an advanced track. Mr. Balaji, MLA and Deputy General Secretary of the VCK, why do you think that Mr. Narayanan Thirupathy is wrong?
The main issue is, it is not the identity of Rajaraja Cholan. It is a question, who are claiming Rajaraja Cholan as a Hindu? The real question is that. These people call themselves Hindu, but you should understand one thing. There are actually two segments of Hindus. The one Hindus who worship Hindu deities and who believe their religion, just like Gandhi. And there are other Hindus, like those who follow Kotse. The issue here is, those who claim Rajarajan as a Hindu are not the Gandhian Hindus, they are the Kotse Hindus. That is the prime thing. And for once, my beloved friend, brother Narayanan Thirupathy, has said that let us abolish the caste. That is the real struggle for what we are being established, and we are running a party. In fact, our party's main ideology is Sadi Ulipe Makkal Vidudalai. The real liberation of people lies in the eradication of annihilation of caste. So we are moving in that trend. It is only that is the thing which we are moving in that trend. And that is the reason why these people start to oppose.
No, so one second.
The Hindus
Let's take it step by step, sir.
We don't want to give a color, a Hindu color. The particular Hindu which Mr. Narayanan Thirupathy is speaking, which Mr. Sriram is speaking, which the BJP is speaking, which the RSS is speaking. That is the real issue over here.
Okay, so one second. Let me ask you this question, sir. Follow-up question. Let me remind you here of DMK MP A. Raja's comments made last month on Hindus. He said, and I quote, "Till the time you're a Hindu, you're a Shudra. Till you're a Shudra, you're a prostitute son. Till you're a Hindu, you're a Dalit. Till you're a Hindu, you are untouchable." Now, this statement was backed by your party, the VCK, the Naam, Tamilar Kachi. Can you therefore outrightly deny, sir, that there is some sort of vitriol being poured on Hindus, that there is a systematic attempt to try and paint Hindus in a particular light?
No.
And make them the victim of collective ire. How else do I interpret this statement, sir?
No, I make it very clear. You think yourselves as an authority over all those who go to temples, all those who worship gods, Hindu deities, as the Hindus which you term. It is not the fact. There are Hindus, there are people who go to temples who are democratic and who believe that there is no discrimination amongst humankind. One thing. The second thing is, Mr. Narayanan Thirupathy has said that we claim the Manu from English version or something like that. Okay, fine. You give us the real Manu text. Let us see what is there. Why are you shying away and why are you running away? Whenever we talk about Manu, why are you running away? You give us the real text. You put it open in the air. You say these are all the things in the Manu. Whatever you are saying or you are contending is not the Manu. Let us speak about that. We are coming out for an open debate. You give the real Manu. You are the authoritarian over Hindus. You are the authority of Hindus.
Sir,
you give the Manu.
Sir,
Manu
in fact, sir, in 2020, Rajnikant received a lot of flack for his comments on a 1971 rally in Salem conducted by Periyar. He said, and I quote him now, "Portraits of Ram and Sita without clothes," unquote, and decorated by garlands made of slippers had been carried. But Rajnikant hadn't concocted any facts, sir. He had in fact stated some crucial facts, like the particular incident he referred to that was published on the magazine cover of Cho Ramaswamy's Tughlaq. How do you then explain the backlash against him? How do you explain this backlash?
Our problem is that we have people who doesn't know or who don't follow the history of our land, but they very well come out.
Sir, are you saying Rajnikant doesn't understand the history of your land?
Yeah, it is true. It is true.
Are you saying that Joe Ramaswamy never understood the history of your land?
What is there to deny? What is there to
of
deny?
Our land?
They give their opinion on part-time basis. They are not a full-time socialist.
So it is okay to parade. So it is okay to parade naked. No, 1 second, sir. It is okay to parade. Sir, please.
We stand in the field.
Sir, 1 second. Is it okay, therefore?
We are the sons of the soil.
No, I understand. I'm only talking about sensitivities here, sir. Please understand, Balaji, Mr. Balaji, is it okay to parade naked pictures of Lord Ram?
No, you will be getting a better answer. You will be getting a better answer from my friend, sister, advocate. She represents the Dravidar Kazhagam, for which Periyar was the founder, and she will be giving you the real reply and the exact reply.
No, but I'm
You
only
can
asking you,
switch
why
over
are you
to-
skirting this issue? No, why are you skirting it?
I'm not skirting.
No, I'm asking you. She will answer. I will get her into this. I'm aware.
This has been discussed.
No,
in
you
all-
take a
all
position.
medias in Tamil.
Forget about the fact that it was Rajnikant on the 21st of January 2020 who refused to apologize for his recent comment on a rally conducted by social reformer Periyar E.V. Ramasamy in Salem in 1971. Forget it was Mr. Rajnikant who made the comment. What does S.S. Balaji believe? You're a member of the Legislative Assembly of Tamil Nadu. Is it okay for Lord Ram and Sita Devi's pictures without clothes to be paraded? Simple question, sir.
Who said that? Who said that? Which was the basis Mr. Rajinikanth spoke on what basis? It is just like Narayanan's opinion.
Sir, there are pictures. It is a fact. I mean, are you now you said that these people don't have an understanding of the history. Sir, are you denying? I'll show you the pictures.
Pardon.
Even Mr. Ivera has said that.
Come on, sir. I'm asking you to take a position.
The core issue is, in the name of Hindus, why do you want to discriminate? You're calling us to come as a Hindu. Then you will start your discrimination. This is your ploy.
No. Now
Just
you're
as
playing
I
the
said in
victim card,
beginning,
sir.
see,
Now
just
you're
as
playing
I
the
said in
victim card.
beginning-
I'm only asking you because, sir, there was
It is
so
not a
much
victim card.
criticism. Sir, there was so much. Let me open this up. 1 second. Let me bring in. And this is an important conversation we are having, and it has sensitivities, viewers. No one can dismiss people's beliefs. Dushyant Sridhar, Vedic scholar, joining us. Mr. Sridhar, are you sensing a de-Hinduization taking place? And if so, for what reason?
Namaskaram, Rahul, and namaskaram to my fellow panelists, whom I regard as a repository of all the quintessential knowledge in the world. A primitive mortal such as me would like to address the panelists here in the debate. A few facts for your consideration, and of course, the Times Now channel is absolutely free to do a fact check on whatever I state today. So when we speak about the word Hindu today, in today's context, as per the constitution, whoever isn't a Muslim, isn't a Christian, they all fall into this huger bracket, which is the Hindu religion people, the people who follow Buddhism, Jainism, and even Sikhs. Now, over a period of time in the last 1,500 years, there have been so many beautiful exchanges that have happened between all these religions. A quick relay of all these facts in front of you. So there is one theory which is stated by some of the ideologues in the Dravidian ideology that Buddhism and Jainism is completely opposite to Hinduism. If they have to visit the earliest temple of the Maru Gurjara temple, of the Dilwara temple in Mount Abu, Rajasthan, they can find a beautiful depiction of Lord Nrsimha tearing open Hiranyakashipu on the ceiling wall of the Jain temple. Amongst the 14 or the 16 chinhas, signs that are seen in the dream of Jainism, one of them is Mahalakshmi. Coming to Buddhism, in Silappadigaram, which is a beautiful classical Sangam text by Ilangovadigal, who himself was a Jain poet, he does mention about Malati, a Brahmin lady, visiting a Buddhist chaitya as well as a beautiful temple of the Jains. In the same Silappadigaram where Sri Karunanidhi, the erstwhile chief minister, had so much of respect for Silappadigaram and Kannagi, in the same book, Narayana Vindral Navenna Nave. Of course, this name is shared by one of my fellow panelists in this debate as well. So he does state about 6 avatarams of Vishnu from the Puranas in Silappadigaram, which is a classical text. Let's come to the Alvars, whom they have high regard for. Now, Nammalvar states, Irkkar Mozhiyil, he talks about Rig Vedam. Chandoga tells Periyalvar about Samavedam. So, all these pasurams have been published by one of the persons whom I have personal respect for, who has immense respect for Alvar pasurams, who is Jagat Rakshakan, who is a MP with the DMK, has published a beautiful book on how the Alvars venerated the Vedas. Now, coming to Shaivism and Vaishnavism, which they feel could be an easy target for breakaway, in the same Tamil Nadu, when we speak about the Alvar pasurams, we have plenty of references to Shiva there. Same is the case with Nayanmars. If you go to the temple of Kanchipuram and Ekamranatha temple, you will find a beautiful Sannidhi for Vishnu called Nilatingal Tundattan. If you go to the beautiful Sannidhi of Vishnu called Tirukkurungudi, you will have a Sannidhi for Shiva called Mahendra Girinathar. Be it Shaivism or Vaishnavism. Be it the amount of respect. Of course, Sri Karunanidhi shot a set of serials called as Ramanuja. Ramanuja's primary Sishya, Parashara Bhatta, does speak about 12 names in Vishnu Sahasranamam which evoke Buddhism. So if they have to de-Hinduize, they will have to break open the shackles of Buddhism and Jainism, because they are all tied so very well with Hinduism. So it will be an attempt to show one's ignorance if they have to come to a debate like this, and they will have to point out to the Pasuram, point out to the Padal of the Alvars and Nayanmars, point out to the Sangam text that does not talk about the Vedic civilization that was intertwined and interlaced with the Tamil culture, and then they will have to show that these are the points so that we can counter.
Very eloquently put. Advocate Arun Modi, Propaganda Secretary of the Dravida Kadagam. I want to bring you in on this. The question that I was asking, and you heard that question, Mr. Balaji. So I want you to take a position on this. The fact that in 1971, according to Rajnikant, and there is now independent confirmation, you know that, photographs, etc., Periyar paraded naked pictures of Lord Rama and Sita with slipper garlands in Salem. This is a well-known fact. It is there, it is established. Now, why would you not believe today, when people are invoking that same imagery, that this is highly offensive, that this suggests that there is a hateful attempt at trying to whip up some sort of frenzy against Hindus, with the attempt at de-Hinduization of the basic polity there?
Thank you, Rahul, for posing this question to me. The history has come a long way. We have to turn back and fix it according to the relevant periods, and to understand what had happened, we have to relate it to the time. Before answering your question, I would like to say that this Tamil society has never been a Hindutvaized society. Yes, they had beliefs, they had faiths, they had their own gods, but they were never identified themselves as Hindus. Hindu is a name given by the British. Like William Jones had translated the Manu, even this name Hindu was given by only the British. But now you are owning it as a political identity. Now it is not a religious identity. You know what is a religious identity is, if I want to be a Hindu, I will say I am Hindu, you please include my name into this religious text or this index. If I want to be a Muslim, I would claim that I am a Muslim. But in India, for over 100 years of politics, there has been an attempt, and there was a victory also, in including the people who did not want to be called as Hindus as Hindu. That was a political attempt. Therefore, there was opposition to that. Right from Sangam age, when this Vedic intrusion and its praisings started came inside.
Advocate Arun Modi, just a simple question. I'm seeking a clarification from you. Please explain to me, and I want to bring in also, I think Dushyant Sridhar is raising his hand, so I will go to him. But I just want to ask you this. Today, there is an attempt to suggest that Shaivites, Vaishnavites, etc. are not Hindus. Would you say, therefore, that Shias and Sunnis are not Muslims and that they are only Shias and Sunnis, and Protestants and Catholics are Protestants and Catholics but not Christians? How does this work? Can you please explain this? This decoupling.
Yes, exactly. I really appreciate this question, because a Sunni Muslim or a Shia Muslim calls himself or herself as a Muslim. But Jains and Buddhists never call themselves as Hindus or part of Hindu religion. But you tag them into this Hindu fold because you wanted to show that as a majority population, right? Did any Sunni Muslim or any Roman Catholic had filed a case in their Supreme Courts to declare that they were not Christians?
No, I'm talking about
Have you ever come across such a
and
case?
Vaishnavites.
But there were cases. There were cases filed by Lingayats, Sikhs, and also other sects to declare that they are not Hindus.
I'm specifically talking about, so you're saying that those that worship Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu are not Hindus, they should be decoupled from Hindu faith. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, as my friend,
I'm not talking about Jains and Buddhists. I'm talking about Shaivites and I'm talking about Vaishnavites. I'm talking specifically in the context of these two.
Yes, because I am answering you, Mr. Rahul. As my friend Narayanan and also Mr. Sridhar has said that all these are part of Hinduism, that is my answer. When coming to Saivism or Vaishnavism, that has got a very different roots in Tamil Nadu. Have you ever come across a Murugan temple in north? Is there a god by name Muruga? Are the people of north who worship Shiva and Parvati, are they aware that there is a son born to them and who is only confined to Tamil Nadu? Because here the god was Muruga, and this Shiva is not that Kailash, that Shiva, and it was connected by these Orient texts.
Okay.
So
let me bring in Dushyant Sridhar on this. Okay, Advocate Arumoli has made a point.
So there was, and I will. Yeah, okay. I didn't answer your question regarding that 1970 one incident that in the Salem procession.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
It was the procession against superstitious beliefs, and
so you parade
the
gods naked.
Procession had exposed the falsehood. Pardon me?
So you parade them naked, is it? Lord Rama and Goddess Sita,
no,
you parade them naked.
I'm sorry, it was a wrong. It was a wrong story. There were stories depicted about exposing the falsehood, right?
Ma'am,
and also,
please, I will quote.
Krishna,
one second. I will quote
Pillayar
Mr. Rajnikant, and he says, "These are copy of articles from Outlook and Hindu group."
Rajnikant is
Hindu
not
group
our
published.
historian, Mr. Rahul.
Ma'am, he is only quoting.
That is why.
Ma'am, give me 30 seconds. He is only pulling out references to articles from Outlook magazine and the Hindu group published in 2017. Those articles we have all seen. You have seen the photographs. So why are we arguing? They refer to the procession taken out in Salem in 1971, where the vandalized idols of Ram and Sita were garlanded with slippers, and has been clearly mentioned. And he says, I will not apologize for speaking the facts. They are clear. Anyhow,
there was an incident.
Okay, so you are denying it. Fair enough. It's okay. You are entitled to deny. But let me bring in Dushyant Sridhar on this point, and Mr. Sriram, and also Hassan Molana.
It's a political issue.
That doesn't matter, ma'am. Nupur Sharma, for example, was attacked for her comments against the Prophet, and everyone said that she had offended the sensitivities of one community. Here, we are justifying this. The wearing of slippers on Lord Rama and Goddess Sita.
Nupur Sharma was not.
Okay, one second. I'm not getting into that. I'm just saying there are two different yardsticks here.
Let me answer, Rahul.
There are two different yardsticks here. When there was, ma'am, please listen to me. When there was, and I am not saying that this is right, but this is very, very important. You will remember after the desecration of Periyar's statue, there were attacks on upper caste Brahmins in 2018. So why should the Holy of Holies of one community be given preferential treatment? Their image is above question and not the other side. That's all I'm asking. Isn't it a bit hypocritical? Nonetheless, let me bring in Dushyant Sridhar very quickly. Yes, Dushyant Sridhar.
No.
Okay, Dushyant Sridhar.
See, there were
Dushyant Sridhar.
cases
I
which
patiently
the Dravidar
listen to my panelists and their
Yes, go ahead.
Can I speak now?
Yes.
I've heard it recently and Rahul has taken my name. Rahul, I have immense respect for all my panelists. I have listened patiently to them. So one question she raised, the first question, that Lord Muruga is referred to as Kartikeya in the North Indian tradition. Do you find Muruga in the North? So she doesn't go with the concept that Muruga of the Tamil tradition is the same as Kartikeya. In that case, Durga, the deity whom we worship, is called Kottravai in the Tamil tradition. Then people who call themselves, famous people who call themselves by the name Durga should also get their names changed to Kottravai, because Kottravai is the Tamil name and Durga is not the Tamil name. One. Second point, coming to Ramayana, Rama and Sita's procession. Sri Karunanidhi had immense respect for Ramanuja, the preceptor of the 11th century. Now, Ramanuja is referred to as Ramayanam ennum Bhakti Vellam. Ramanuja regarded Ramayanam in his heart. And Alvar tells, Karpari Ramabirani Allal Mattum Karparo. Will a learned person learn anything else but Ramayana? So Ramanuja was worshipped immensely Ramayana, and Ramayana speaks about Rama. So if Karunanidhi supports Ramanuja, he should be supporting Rama and Ramayana as well. Because if I say that I'm a supporter of Periyar, and I say that I support Periyar, but I don't believe in this atheist ideology, then I'm against Periyar. So if Karunanidhi has supported Ramanuja, he should have internally supported Ramayana and Rama as well. That is another point to be made. Coming third, one basic point, you have called panelists from the esteemed political outfits that largely trace themselves to atheist theology and philosophy. In that case, how does it matter to them we worship Shiva or we worship Vishnu? For them, when they regard there is no God, how the Tamils equate Shiva with Rudra, whether Thirumal with Vishnu, shouldn't matter to them. And above all, Rahul, for every statement that I made, I gave you a reference from the Tamil literature. When they make statements, they just make blanket statements. They should be quoting from Silappadigaram. It is said that there is no God. In Nalayara Divya Prabandham, it is said that there is no Vedas. Nalayara Divya Prabandham, all the literature talks about Vedas and gods. So if they have to come to a debate and have to debate in a very, very intellectual fashion, they will have to get their references right and quote it. Just rambling around sentences will make no sense to them, and the viewers will make a laughing stock of all of us.
Okay, let me open this further. Two speakers. I haven't gone to Mr. Sriram. 1 second, madam, now please. Hassan Maulana Sahab, MLA from the Congress. Hassan Maulana, I want to ask you, can we have different yardsticks for different communities?
Mr. Sridhar.
Okay, one advocate, please. Let me open the two people have not had a chance to speak, please. So let them speak, because I'm running out of time and I don't want them to say that they were cheated out of their time. Please. Hassan Maulana, MLA Congress.
No, I understand that, but when Mr. Sridhar has made a point against me, that I have to answer.
Okay, answer.
Right?
Answer very quickly, ma'am. 30 seconds.
That's what I wanted to quote. When this Aryan, yeah, I'll make it crisp.
Rahul,
when this Aryanization came in, and there was opposition,
from the Tamil literature.
and in this,
I would request Rahul
Sangam
to you
literature,
through the panelists,
and in this Sangam literature, there were two.
In the Sangam literature, Narayana in Kuravai Padal, it is spoken about it. Now you'll have to give me.
You first listen to me. If I start telling
the sentence given by Ilangovadigal. Please give a counter by quoting the Sangam literature without looking at the book or without looking at any of the gadgets that show you those sentences. Yes, ma'am, I'm absolutely listening to you. I'm absolutely listening.
You allow me to speak first, right?
Let her speak. Let her speak. Let the advocate speak.
Emotional, man. You should be quoting.
You first listen to me. I am quoting something else. I do not run on your line, right? I am quoting something else. There were two kings in Pandya kingdom. One was supporting the Brahminical pujas, yajnas. He was called Mudukudumi Neduvalidi Palyaga Salai Mudukudumi Neduvalidi Pandya. Palyaga Salai. He conducted lot of yajnas. And there was another Pandya king who was called Arya Padaikadanda Nedunjeliyan. This was the politics in this country, right? Why Rajaraja Chola had to fight with the Chidambaram Dikshits to release the Tamil literature, the religious literature that was kept under lock and key of Chidambaram Dikshits. They refused to let it open.
which was in accordance to the
you
Atharvana
please
Veda.
listen to
Okay,
me.
one second. I just need to step in. I've run out of time. 1 second, I've run out of time.
This is not the way to argue.
Okay, 1 second, advocate.
I know how to override.
Okay, 1
I know
second.
how to override your...
It's not about
No,
arguing
1 second, 1
also.
second. Mr. Sridhar,
That is
Miss
the point.
Miss Arul Modi,
Very
please.
important to be authentic.
Okay,
in
1 second.
Pasuram, yes.
1 second, please.
But
Just 1
he
second.
should not interfere when I speak.
Now
That
we have
is
run
the
out of
decorum,
time,
right?
madam.
That
We have
is the
run out of
decorum.
time, and
If
there are
he
two
overrides
speakers
me, I
who
will
are
not-
yet to speak.
I will not. Right, sir, but why do you allow him to?
I am
why
not
do you allow
allowing him in.
to
He's
interfere
jumping in.
my talk?
He's jumping
He should
in.
not do that.
You
That
make
is
your
not
point.
the
You said
decorum.
30 seconds.
Yes,
We are now
yes,
speaking for
yes.
3 minutes.
Then let us,
30 seconds. I'm counting.
Let us follow the discipline. Let us follow the discipline. Enough. Let us follow the discipline.
Okay. So 1 second. Let me just open this up. Give me 30 seconds, please. I want to bring in Hassan Maulana Saab. You're an MLA of the Congress Party. Do you believe it is right to go out there, Mr. Hassan, and abuse or hurl invective at Hindus? Some people have even gone out and said, kill the Brahmins. Is that right?
Okay, let us be very clear. First and foremost thing, as far as this Ponniyin Selvan was concerned,
I'm not talking
They were
about
too
Punyan
far.
Selvan. I'm asking you a very straightforward question. Is it right
Yeah.
to parade? Is it right to parade naked the various most important symbols of a
yesterday
faith?
was
Is it
yesterday
right?
was let me just come in. Yesterday was Valala's birthday. Honorable CM of Tamil Nadu had gone for the program. He had told it very clearly. Dravidianism is not against spirituality. It is against the upper caste, the lower caste, the Brahmins and the Sutras. See, Dravidianism doesn't promote inequality. It promotes equality. That is what Dravidian model is all about. So let us not, discuss of what happened then.
But
Because,
sir, a large number
when
of
Periyar-
Dravidian
Periyar-
leaders are coming
Yeah.
out and saying things which
No,
are
these people are discussing
insightful.
what has happened.
Mr. Sriram,
They
1
will
second.
say
Mr.
that it
Sriram,
is
quick
happened.
response. Mr. Quick
Rajaraja
response to
Cholas,
Mr. Hassan Maulana, who hasn't responded to my principal question, my main question, very quickly.
Rahul,
Yes.
I would like to remind Arul Modi ma'am, if she questions Rajinikanth to be not an historian, I wish she questions the same thing to Vetrimaran, who says Rajaraja Chola is no historian to make that comment about Rajaraja Chola. If she has that concern, she must question Vetrimaran as well. Rahul, let me be very clear. Hindus or Hinduism in Tamil Nadu is on a daily basis is being bashed up to the whims and fancies of those who want to hate one particular religion and more so a particular community, because that is what their lives have been in all these 50 years. If they were to be in power, in fact, the same community which is helping them, bringing them power, so they have no standard substance to make these points. I think probably the ground is probably getting consolidated, and probably that is giving them a shivering pain on them for them to make, make this kind of distorted statements to ensure that Hindus are even further divided. I think that's going to be a very sad effort from all these people. It's not going to happen. They will definitely find the going tough on the days to come.
Well, we are at an intersection, viewers, of politics, spirituality, theology. It's a dangerous turn. I don't know which path eventually the politicians are going to embark upon. But we as people need to start thinking about this very deeply, because here, viewers, at this crossroads is really one big giant fault line. I leave it at this, viewers. We are playing with fire. I leave it at that.